So this is my sister Becky, and she lives in Louisiana, which is where I'm from. My whole family lives there, and of course I live in California and sell real estate. And so last year our father became sick, and so I went home. Thankfully it was COVID, and I was able to take 2 months off, and Becky and I cared for my dad. She moved out when I was 11, and so we have not been close for years, right? We were raising our children, and while spending this time together, she just kept saying, you need to do a TV show. I'm constantly watching these TV shows, and this would be so cool. People would love seeing you. Because of course would tell her stories about the flips, and I was like, no, I'm not really ready for that. So it just so happens we came out to this project right after spending some time with Becky. I met Jason, who's such an amazing designer, and I met Derek, who's a great seller who I've known for years. And it just kind of seemed right with this project, like this was the run to do it. I heard you in the back of my head, like, oh my God, if we were ever gonna do it, this is the perfect project. We have a designer who's very spiritual and holds space with his clients. We have an owner, and he's also into healing, and it just kind of made sense for what we were doing, because I've been flipping homes for sellers for years. And with this house, we're in a regular neighborhood. It's a very up-and-coming neighborhood in Oakland. It's a very regular house. It's not a gigantic house. And a lot of times the homes that are featured on those shows that Becky loves to watch are these amazing, I mean, fantastic, right? Multi-million-dollar homes. And we sit there and we go, wow, those people are so lucky. But a lot of times then people turn off the TV and they go back to their lives, and they don't really do anything other than wish that was them. And so, you know, this is something we do every day, and every time we close with a seller, they say something like, I wish I would have done that sooner. So we thought, why not show a regular house, a regular project where people can do those things. So that's what we're hoping, is that we can inspire people to take some of these tips and tricks that we do to sell a home and get maximum dollar and do the same for their house. So, and inspired by Becky, right?
Inspired by Becky, yes.
Yeah, and you love watching the shows.
I love watching the shows. I could watch them all day long, actually, which is way too long. But I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it, yeah. Your energy is better than most I've seen on TV, so.
She's got that right.
And I got that right.
No, but really, we did want to have fun, and you love watching those shows, and she's been trying to get me to. So this is called Unscripted and Totally Flipped, because this is absolutely unscripted. What you're seeing is absolutely what we do every single day. We didn't sit there and make a plan. This is how we live, and we're also featuring some of the other tradespeople. So stagers are fantastic. We have these designers. Everyone has to work together and collaborate. And so we're just trying to show a little sneak peek and have a little fun along the way, right?
Oh, we're having lots of fun.
Yeah, we're having so much fun that Becky was only going to come out for the first taping. So that was 3 weeks ago. And she was supposed to fly back tomorrow, but she just changed her flight. Now she's going to stay for an extra 2 weeks so that she can be here for our end of house celebration. We're going to have lots of brokers, some agents coming from all over California, and a couple from out of state. That we're going to have a party right here.
Right here.
And Becky doesn't want to miss out on that fun.
No, Hurricane Ida is in our state right now, so I think I'll stay a little bit longer.
Absolutely. She also loves the California weather.
Loving the California weather.
Yeah.
Loving it. The reason I love watching these shows is there's so much energy going on with the people that are working on the house, and the designs are beautiful. And then there are projects that I never would have dreamed of unless I would have seen the show. So it gives me ideas to do some things at my home and maybe in the future. So I just love them to death. And I knew my sister would be the one to add on to those.
And you have a great historic home, actually, and you have designed it and kind of used some ideas from these TV shows, I'm guessing?
Yes, yes. I have an old home. It's over 100 years old, and it was brought from Venice, from a Coast Guard base, straight to my street.
Oh, wow.
And that was in 1957, so it's very old. And yes, I totally redid it myself. And it's perfect. So these are projects that I love to do. And then I get to learn something different every single time I turn on the TV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What are your favorite shows?
My favorite shows are Love It Enlisted. Mm-hmm. Yours, for sure, number one.
Good one. I paid her for that.
Mm-hmm. Bargain Mansions. Love that one. She'll probably email me soon since I'm mentioning her on this one for sure. So coming out, seeing this home like this, the transformation is amazing, and it does take the right people together to make the plan achievable for sure.
Yeah, it's fun. It's always neat to have that collaboration on the crew. It really does kind of feel like we're family for a little bit. So it's really nice. Becky's been taking good care of us behind the scenes too. So she's the reason that we're well hydrated, and we've got fans so that we could stay cool. It's been really fun to have you as well.
Yes, thank you. It's been fun.
You've got lots of good energy for sure.
Oh, I'm guessing that comes from you. But from watching these shows, there's so many people who know that they can do it or feel like they can't, but actually they can if they just put a little bit effort into it and do it all themselves. And get a film crew and you can film it yourself and put yourself on TV anytime. Yeah.
Right? You just need the right people behind you and then you could do anything.
Yes.
And I will say that it is interesting, and I see people all the time who are looking at houses and they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Paint is so inexpensive. That's such an easy thing to do. Caulking is so inexpensive and such an easy thing to do. Now, electrical and plumbing, please hire someone. But everything else, there's so many things that we can do from just kind of cleaning and decluttering. It's really amazing. So thank you for inspiring us to get this project done. This is so much fun. And thank you for believing in me, because I'm very good at investing in everyone else and I don't always do a great job. So
well, thank you for listening.
I needed this crew as well. I love you.
I love you.
Hey everybody, so on the end of our last episode, my sister Becky, who is the inspiration from the show, was telling us all about why she wanted me to do this project and why she wanted me to film it. She talked about how much she loved her 100-year-old home, and that was on a Friday. And a few days later, Hurricane Ida went straight through and hit our town of Houma, Louisiana directly. Her roof, her home was completely destroyed. Most of my family's homes are destroyed, and most of the homes in our town are actually destroyed. So we don't see this on the media a lot, so we definitely want to bring some exposure and maybe some fundraising efforts to that community. So look forward for us coming out later. I definitely will be spending some time down there showing some projects of people doing some renovations and giving an opportunity for everyone to help out some of the members of this great community.
On the next episode, join us as Lydia Kula from Divine Designs gives us practical advice on how to stage a home. Not only to create positive emotional connections with buyers, but how to enhance the entire look and feel of the home with simple and easy changes. You won't want to miss out on the next episode of Unscripted and Totally Flipped.